Good viewers, peace. We are again on Shiloh TV in our program, The Hidden Treasure in Agriculture. Today we are going to be looking at the different types of pastures. Some of you do carry out farming. You do rear different types of animals, but you don't know what really you have to feed them. You only depend on one type of pasture. But today I want you to move with me in the whole program and look at different types of pastures and get to know when your animals consume them, what can they benefit. And also another thing I want to show you is these pastures, you can also use them as a business for yourself. If at all you're not doing you're not rearing any animals, you can use them as a business. You plant them like you do plant some other crops and sell them out to those people that are doing farming, that are really having animals. You may not be having animals, but you can grow the pastures for business. Keep it locked on Shiloh TV as we move on to the farm to meet the farmer of today, Mr. Brian, to teach you about the pastures. Keep it locked on Shiloh TV. Thank you. Like I told you that we are moving towards the farmer, and we have reached where Mr. Brian is. He'll introduce himself. He knows all his names. I don't know. I know only Brian. We are just right where he is. I'm not very far from him, and we will start with him right away. Sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm okay. My name's Peace. Nafnan, your name?
I'm Natujuka Brian.
Yes.
I'm a pasture seed producer, and we do pasture seed production. We do pasture farm establishment, and we help advise our farmers on how you can use improved pastures to increase the profits on your farm, increase production. Here I talk about milk production. I talk about faster growth rate of the animals, and we advise our farmers on what pastures to grow, where is it supposed to be grown, and for what. Basically, where we have a lot of pastures, but they are categorized in different groups. We have grasses. We have legumes.
Is grasses a category?
Grass is a category. So we have grasses, we have legumes, and we have shrubs.
Shrubs.
Yeah.
And those are the three categories.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
pastures.
Those are the three major categories.
How do we term them? There are three major categories of pastures, or?
Three major categories of pastures.
Okay. So I want you to tell us more about pastures. Tell our farmers out there, because I told them that you are the one to explain to them, and they do grow. They do have animals. They do farming like livestock, and they don't know what to feed to their animals. So we need your help to teach them, to show them what to do. And maybe another thing I talked about is these pastures can be used as a business. Like even if someone doesn't have animals, can still grow the pastures and use them as a business. Is that right?
Yes, it is very right. Normally, we've spent most of our time trying to educate farmers about the importance of having pastures on your farm. And most of these improved pastures, we are looking at palatability. You know, our animals go out there and start feeding, but are they getting the right nutrients? Are they getting the nutrients that are supposed to be utilized by their bodies in order for them to give us the best in production, in order for them to grow well? And again, we look at high growth rate of these pastures. For example, you find you have a farm, you're doing paddocking, and so when you put the animals here, they eat all whatever that is in that paddock, and you have to spend little more time to wait for these grasses to grow. But with the improved pastures, the growth rate is very high. So you are going to have a certain paddock, put the animals, but when you remove them, like in the period of 2 to 3 weeks, you are able to bring them back because of the high growth rate. Then another thing.
You said the grasses, the improved grasses, they can regrow in 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, as far as if there is rain. If we have water, then 2 to 3 weeks you can be able to introduce the animals. And normally we have pastures that we grow specifically for value addition, where you're going to grow and you have to cut and make hay or make silage. And we have those that we plant for where you can let the animals go in and feed themselves. I will be explaining that as we continue.
Okay, so yeah, I've heard you talking about different kinds of pastures. Here, right where we are, where I found you, I can see we have a tractor. I can see we have different things here. So I would like you to tell our farmers all about this and what type of pastures are these? Are they pastures? Are they allowed to be given to animals? I don't know.
These are pastures. I'll try to show our farmers. This is one of the best grasses we have. It is called Chloris Guyana, or Lord's grass, the English name. Chloris Guyana is a very, very good grass that we are really promoting. We are really telling our farmers to grow it because it is drought resistant. It has a very high regeneration capacity. It grows very fast within a short period of time. And here what we are trying to do is we are trying to add value on it.
Okay, so we have come to the field and we are still in the same field. He's going to be showing us, he's going to tell us, I heard him say it's the same type that we have been seeing the other side, but this one is still up. He's tell us something about where we are.
This is also Chloris Guyana field or Lord's grass field, but the other one was cut, so we've brought you to this one. As I was trying to explain, as we plant in the lines, you can see this is one line, and you can see this is another line, and you can see there is a space between. And this is a new field. It was planted in March. We haven't towards the end of March. We haven't cut it as we have cut the other one, but after cutting, it expands and these gaps are going to be closed. Now, as I was trying to explain to our farmers, I think you can see how tall this grass can grow. You can see how this tall grass can go. And this really means the production is high per acre compared to other grasses. For example, if you're looking at hay production, then this is one of the best grasses because the production is really high. We are looking at in an acre, you should be able to get around 400 bales if it is well cared for. And for example, our farmers, there is where I talked about quality seed. So here we produce seed for ourselves. As you can see the field, this is Chloris Guyana seed.
These ones here?
Yeah, this is the seed, as you can see on top.
So do you cut them? Do you first remove the seeds before you do the harvesting of the grass, or?
Normally,
How
normally there are two types of management. There is where you find you are looking at the hay production. You may not really look at harvesting the seed, but possibly if you're looking at hay production, then you have to cut this grass when it is young, around 3 months, because that's when the nutrients are still very high. But for us, we are so much looking at seed production because we are trying to help our farmers be able to get quality seed, as this has been one of the challenges. So if we don't focus on it and we do it better, then it is going to be still a challenge of having good pastures in the country. So we are looking at this seed. We leave it to grow around 4.5 months to 5 months, and after that we cut it.
So you talked about bedding. If someone is there, I heard you say bedding. Like, do you first do bedding before you take to the main area where you're going to grow the grass?
No.
And how long does the bedding take?
No, we don't put chorus on the bed.
You just plant it like other crops?
We just plant it like the rest of the crops in the field.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So we are right here. He has shown you this is how Chloris Guyana looks like when it's still in the field, when it's not yet cut, and this He said it's now at the harvest stage. Like we said, we are on the same farm, but in another category of the pastures. So he's going to talk about it, tell us its type, how you can use it, how you can plant it, and also what your animal benefits from consuming it. So you can start from there.
Thank you. This is called Lab. It's a legume pasture.
It looks like beans.
Yeah, it really looks like beans, but it's not really beans. This is called Lab. It's a legume pasture.
Yeah.
And it is one of the best pastures, best legumes that we have. Reason being, actually, I should say Lab is the pasture that produces the highest fodder as far as legumes are concerned.
What is fodder?
Fodder, I mean the dry matter. So if you cut these leaves, what are you able to get? As if it is Lab, then it is going to give you more. Lab has a lot of proteins, and these are very important for milk production. How do we plant it? Normally, you have to clean the area where you're going to plant it, remove the tree stumps and the rest, and then you can do plow. One plow is enough. This one is not like crawls grass, where you have to struggle and you have to do second weeding and make sure the area is very, very clean.
This is, you do only one plow.
Here you do one plow, and normally you make a small hole of around 4 inch down, and then you put a meter, you put another hole, then you drop 2 seeds per hole. Normally, but if you can look at this, the distance between this plant and the other one is quite a lot, and the reason is, here we are seed producers. We are looking at seed. So if I had packed a lot of it, you know, it grows very vigorous. If I had packed a lot of it, it would not get light to give me seed. But if a farmer is looking at fodder production or producing feeds for the animals, you put a hole here, then you make a meter, you put another one here, and then you put another one here. We also plant it in lines, as I was trying to show you. We also plant it in lines, and after planting, the first 3.5 months, it will be ready, because it will have around 40% flowering, and that's the right stage because the nutrients are really high. And now some of the farmers, you can cut Lab, you wilt it or you dry it under shade, and you can chop it if you have a chopper. You dry when it is chopped, and then how do you feed it to animals?
If someone has no chopper, what do they use?
If you really have no chopper, you can harvest it and then get like a tarpaulin, put on the tarpaulin and dry it under shade, and after drying, you have the leaves. Then these leaves, as you're feeding your animals, maybe with chopped dry napier, or as you have your hay or your silage, then you can always mix Lab in the silage for high protein.
So what nutrients does the Lab carry?
Lab, it has fats, it also has some fiber, and it has a lot of proteins, which are very, very important for milk production. Yeah, so these are milk producing.
If you're doing
pastures.
Dairy farming, you're having animals that do give milk, you must use Lab.
You must use, actually, not only dairy animals, even beef farmers, they need, because our animals need fats and proteins for them to grow well. As I was trying to explain, you don't need one pasture, but you need kind of variety of them for you to be able to get the best out of it. So you need Lab because it produces high, the fodder is high, and the protein content is good.
So for the lab, do you plant once the seeds like we said to the Chloris Guyana, or you replant it again?
Once you've planted your lab, then you don't need to plant again.
It will keep
you keep harvesting, but sometimes I find problems. Farmers can come and be like harvesting and cut up to this level.
Okay.
If you cut here, it's going to dry.
They need to see the stem.
But if you are cutting, then you need to do something like this. You can do like this, and then you cut.
Then you leave the stem.
Upper part. The rest of the parts down, you leave them.
They're the ones to regenerate.
They will regenerate. Okay. But our farmers sometimes they come and cut from here. Once you cut from here, then this one will not be able to regenerate. But normally, what you need is fodder. So you just need to come and cut this part. You cut these ones and you
leave the rest.
You leave them, and then the rest will keep germinating.
Okay.
And it can stay for around 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So. Okay. Are we done? Is that all about the lab?
Yeah, that's all about the lab. I have told you how you plant it. I have told you how you preserve it and feed it to animals.
If someone doesn't have the lab, since it looks like the beans, can someone use beans instead of the lab?
Not really. But if you don't have lab, we have other leguminous pastures. We have like green leaf desmodium. We have like silver leaf desmodium. We have tuna.
Do you have them here?
You will see some of them. Then we have centrosema. We have alfalfa, alsan. Yeah. So we have caliandra, we have grisedia. So those are in the group of legumes. So if you don't have this, you could use the other one, but you cannot use beans or use the other.
I just thought maybe it can be another. I just thought maybe it can be another alternative, since they look alike. Like he has said, our next type of feeds you can give to your animals. I guess you're learning and you're getting a lot. Let's move together to the next field and see what is there. Yes, like we said, we are just on the other side of the farm, on another type of pasture that you can feed to your animals, just like he's going to talk about it and how you can plant it to benefit out of it. So you're welcome.
Thank you. Shortly, I'm going to talk about maize, and maize is one of the pastures that we have. We use maize for silage production. When I talk about silage, I mean you can plant your maize, and when it reaches the stage of having a milky liquid inside here, you can then you can chop, you can cut the whole of it, even the stem and everything. Then you can chop.
Plus the maize.
Plus the maize, from the maize itself. Then you chop. After chopping, you ensile it. How do you ensile it? Normally, sometimes we use pit silos, and sometimes we use silage bags.
Do we have pit silos here?
No, but we have silage bags. So after chopping, what you do, you make sure you pack in an airtight bag. Where air cannot be allowed to move in and out. The air saturation is limited. So then you compact it to the extent that you're sure that no air can enter and move out, because if you do that, then it can bring about the lotting of your silage. Here I talked about leguminous pastures, and here we have our lab. Lab, as I showed you earlier, you can as well grow it with maize. As if you're going to cut your maize, it increases production because it's a legume crop. And sometimes even if you're not going to cut it for silage, it will increase the production of your maize because it's fertilizes itself, because it adds a lot of nitrogen. Being a leguminous plant. And it improves the quality of silage, because the lab being that it has proteins, so you have a very good quality of protein. So normally, people who plant, farmers who plant maize for silage, please take it as a very good note that you have to use a legume pasture. It can be lab, it can be central sima, it can be desmodium, but it is very good if you use a legume pasture, so that you have a very good quality.
Thank you so much. I think we have learned, and he has told you how you can plant the maize, and after planting it, how you can process and preserve it for your animals for future use in case of drought. He has talked about the silage. So we shall be moving to another side of the same farm. There is also another type of a pasture. Don't go away, please stay tuned as we go to finish up the pastures. We are just at the last type of pasture, and he's going to talk about it. Tell us what the nutrients need, how you can plant it, how you can get their seeds. And he told us that he's doing this for seed production. I think he sells seeds as well as selling the feeds. So he's going to tell us about that. If he's selling the feeds, then where can you find them if at all you don't have them at your place? And if he's selling the seeds, where can you find them? He will direct you. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. This is another very good grass that we encourage our farmers to grow. This is called Bracalia mulato.
Bracalia mulato.
Yeah, this is called Bracalia mulato. And it is one of the best grasses that we have. Bracalia is very good. Its production is very high per acre. And when it can be used for those farmers who are doing free range, those farmers who are doing paddocking, and those farmers who want hay production. It is one of the grasses that produce very good quality hay. Bracalia, it is drought resistant. So and the regeneration capacity is very high. It grows very fast. So I mean, if you cut it, it grows very fast. Or if you brought in animals in the field where it is, and they eat it, and you take them somewhere else, it grows very fast. It grows very fast. It regenerates fast. It regenerates very good, very fast.
So what nutrients are in this?
We have fibers. We have carbohydrates. We have some traces of fats and some traces of proteins.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
normally, when you're going to plant Bracalia, what do you need? You can really plow once. You make sure there are no other weeds. And normally, we advise our farmers to use spritz. And
spritz, like,
yeah, we sell spritz.
Okay, that last same down.
I'll show you this. So this, we get a spritz like this. So this is what you put in a.
You cut this off? Do you cut this off?
You can leave this one.
Okay.
You put this one in a hole, for example. Then you cover the lower part of it.
Okay.
Then this is how we plant it. It can be planted by seeds, but normally we found problems with seed. The germination percentage is bad, so we try to encourage our farmers to use spritz, and the spritz is what we are really selling.
How many spritz does someone need for an acre of this?
You need around 11 bags.
11 bags of spritz.
Yeah, we sell in
How much is a bag?
Bags of 100 kgs, 35,000.
So what are the challenges that you have faced as you've been doing this job of producing pasture seeds and producing the pastures for business?
The challenges I've faced is limited land. You find land is not enough, and if you are really to make it a very good business, you need quite a large land. So another challenge is that our farmers are not so much informed about the need of pastures at their farm.
Yeah.
They don't have the information. So the farmers that we get are those farmers that are already informed. Yeah, sure. Those.
And now they're now getting the information. So I heard you say about growing the pastures for business. Do you grow also yours for business?
Normally, yeah, probably I only produce pastures for business. I produce seed for business. I advise farmers. I work with another group of youth, and we advise farmers on what pastures. We look at your area in most cases, then we advise on the pastures that you have to put in a certain area, and we help you establish that farm. We advise and we help you establish that farm. You buy seed from us and you can give us a contract to establish a farm for you.
Is there any way that maybe you'd like the government to be helping or what?
Sure, if the government could put in more effort to make sure that our farmers get information, if it is like this information about pastures. The truth is every farmer must have pastures on their farm because you need pastures. Animals need these nutrients. Animals do not need to just eat grass, but they need grass with nutrients. But if the government is to come in, then it is supposed to help the farmers have such kind of information, and they will be able to use it so that we increase profits per household, these people with farms. If you have animals, are you able to use these animals to get more milk? If you have goats, are you able to feed them to good pastures so that they gain weight very fast? Remember, good feeding it does not stop only on production, but good health of the animals. It has also influence on good growth of animals, good health, and mature growth, very fast growth, which is a very good advantage. So we need to encourage our farmers. The government need to come in, and extension service officers can be able to give this.
So you say that you produce seeds. I mean, you sell them. You sell even the feeds. I would like you, if you are okay with it, you tell us your location, tell our farmers where you're located, where they can find you, and also your contacts if they can get you.
We do pasture seed production. We do hay production, where we sell farmers, especially people who are doing dairy farming and the rest of animal farming around the town centers. We sell silage made out of maize.
How much is the silage?
Silage we normally sell 400 per kilo, and we sell bales of hay.
How much is a bale?
Bale we sell it at 7,000, and it has 13 kgs. And we sell different pasture seeds because we don't have only this farm. We have outgrowers. Now we are located at Kabanyoro, Makerere University Agricultural Research Institute, 0789 49 1350 and 0753 456298.
You need to feed your animals well on these pastures, and you can also plant them for. I don't mean someone with animals is the only person to plant these pastures. You can also plant them for the business, like he has said. I mean, market is there. Just thank you so much. Until next Saturday, this very time, 7 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much. I want to thank every viewer. You can throw in your questions on our Facebook page, Hidden Treasure in Agriculture. You can call us. I said, if you are a farmer out there and you would like me to come and visit your farm like I've been doing, you can just contact me through WhatsApp 0782814655, 0782814655, or you can call me 0752365503, 0752365503. Thank you so much. Greetings to my cameraman Mayanja. Thank you. Greetings to my editors, my bosses, the Shiloh TV staff, and my family. Lastly, Cross of Miracle family, Dad Nathan, Bishop Nathan Selo Georgie, and Daddy Salongo Robert, Mami Sarah, Olivia, my fashionista sister. Thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Keep it locked on Shiloh TV. Until next Saturday.